Life in the village of Peddapalli is defined by its geography. It sits quietly along the lush green banks of the Godavari River, surrounded by dense mango orchards and open fields. It's here we meet a 10-year-old boy named Raju and his constant companion, a white cow named Lakshmi. They operate outside the usual dynamic of human and livestock, treating each other with a distinct sibling-like respect. Their routine proves it. Every morning, Raju avoids simply dragging her to a field. He asks for her input on where to graze that day. He carefully watches her body language, patiently waiting for a nod or a look before they finally head out. This daily rhythm builds a foundation of absolute trust. It requires Raju to constantly listen to an animal, and in return, Lakshmi communicates right back. Then the weather breaks. A severe rainstorm rips through the valley, bringing heavy, howling winds that shatter the village's peace. The next morning leaves behind thick mud and an empty shed. Lakshmi is gone, and Raju immediately begins a frantic search through the village. Grandpa Viraya looks at the heavy tracks along the riverbank. He knows the storm's fury likely drove the herd across the water and into the dense forest for cover. With his closest companion lost in the wild, Raju is left with a stark choice. He has to leave the safety of the human world to see exactly how far his devotion to this animal actually goes. Raju refuses to wait for the adults. He recruits two of his friends, Somu and Padma, to launch their own search and rescue mission. To reach the forest, the children have to navigate the swollen, churning waters of the Godavari, pushing a small wooden boat across a dangerous expanse. Somu asks Raju if he's scared. Raju admits that he is, but he argues that Lakshmi is likely terrified out there alone. Protecting her simply outweighs his own fear of the water. It is easy to be kind to an animal in a sunny pasture. Risking a flooded river to bring them home is the ultimate proof of the bond they forged back in the village. The kids push deep into the dark brush of the forest. Finally, they spot her. Lakshmi is standing quietly beneath the sprawling roots of a massive, ancient banyan tree. But she isn't cowering from the storm. She is standing squarely over a tiny, injured baby deer, using her entire body to shield it from the elements. She has a reason to be defensive. The brush rustles, revealing a pack of wolves circling the perimeter, zeroing in on the vulnerable group. Lakshmi holds her ground, letting out a deafening bellow. Hearing her signal, the kids sprint forward, grabbing thick branches and smashing them together to create a massive wall of acoustic feedback, driving the pack away. Looking at the standoff, Raju sees a guardian. Lakshmi is mirroring the exact same devotion and courage she has received from him every single day in the village. The rescue party navigates back across the water, safely returning Lakshmi and the rescued fawn to the safety of Peddapalli. Seeing the deer, Grandpa Virya points out the clear lesson of the day. Empathy is not an exclusively human trait. The love and protection we offer to animals is deeply understood and often returned in kind. The village gathers by the riverbank at sunset to celebrate. Sitting quietly by the water, Raju promises Lakshmi that he will carry the memory of her bravery with him for the rest of his life. Respect for the natural world creates an unbreakable, reciprocal cycle of empathy, a bond that ensures that when a storm hits, no living thing has to face the wild alone.